The universe is delivering. The universe has evaluated your situation. They felt they knew what you needed, and then they decided to go ahead and do that.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Don Rumer Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Virgo, this is your astrology reading for the week of August 25th through the 31st. Miss Bonnie's not able to be with us. She did prepare the reading, so I'm going to deliver it. However, if you like what you hear, it's all me. If you don't like it, blame her. I like that. Anyway, let's just get to it. At the beginning of the week, we see that the good old kite headed towards Saturn has now taken the tail of the moon. Oh my goodness, what does this mean for us? The tail on the kite, of course, in moon is an opposition between all of your feelings and your responsibilities. So what are you feeling you want to do versus what must you do? Find the compromise. You're going to get through this very well. When you have a workable compromise, then this too shall pass. There is also another opposition between Pluto and Venus, Venus being that love and romance and money playing tug of war with that good old planet of change. We see this kite beginning to dissolve by the very next day. So the cool part about this week is we're having some kites that pop in and pop out quickly. Over the last few weeks, we've had kites that come and stay for quite a while and even overlay each other. But this week we're seeing quite in and out. So as that does happen, you're going to see some transitions in energy and feelings. So don't be surprised if you feel like you're a bit of an emotional roller coaster this week, because indeed the astrology is saying that's pretty much what's going to happen. So compromise and patience. Later in the week, there are a few trines. The first one is Venus to Saturn conjunct to Neptune. That kind of counts this too. That is love, romance wrapped up in the illusion and responsibility. Another is between Jupiter and the moon. That means there's going to be a lot of big feelings here. But put all that together and what could go wrong, right? In other words, pace yourself. Make sure that when you speak clearly and speak from the heart, but also speak with a focus on, is harm intended? If I say something, will it hurt somebody? I just use caution when you're speaking and dealing with people, because again, sometimes when we get so emotional, sometimes we say things we don't mean to say, or we wish we had taken back. Don't get in that situation, okay? It's all a lot of good harmonic energy. If you can find a way to harness this all together, again, that's with patience and with perseverance. You're going to be fine with this. But and then that new kite pops out again, and this one is headed toward Venus with love and romance again, playing tug of war with change. And as quickly as that one comes, it's gone again. This week, oh, I'm sorry about that. I just got distracted there. This week, so you are encouraged to step forward with confidence this week, make clear choices, and set the tone for the month ahead. You will feel fresh momentum and renewed self belief. Your natural skills and organizational attention to detail and problem solving is brightly shining. People will notice your ability to bring clarity to complex situations. And so make sure that you own your value this week and make sure that you show it. Don't hide it under a bushel. This is not the one for that. Don't be afraid to propose your ideas. Your grounded perspective is needed here. It is a very strong week for personal connections. So singles may find themselves attracting attention effortlessly, especially when being authentic. For those who are coupled, communication flows more smoothly. A sense of renewal enters the relationship. You have high energy and you may feel motivated to refine your romance with some healthy habits. Pay attention to both the body and the mind and the spirit. Balance productivity with rest, and that will ensure that you don't burn out. Yoga, hiking, or mindfulness strength training. And this is something that maybe you should consider doing together as a couple if you're coupled already. Or do something where you guys can do something that will bond you together and will be healthy for you. So maybe if it's walking, hiking, like we said, doing some yoga together, maybe doing some other things, but use this time together. Harmony. Oh, Lord. Financially, there are some new things becoming possible that can mean adjusting your budget, planning for a future purchase, or setting some goals. Make sure you pay attention to the money. Do not overspend. Do not spend unwisely. Don't worry, it's not a major problem. I'm just giving you an idea. Remember, keep your long term goals in sight and make sure that you don't blow your money on something that you wish you hadn't done later. Okay. Your affirmation for the week: I lead with confidence and trust my own path. Well, let's have a conversation with tarot and see how that compares. Virgo, this is your tarot reading for the week. Let's see what Spirit and the universe has for you this week. Please, Spirit, tell us what is in the highest and best interest of Virgo for this week. Alrighty then. Interesting, no jumpers. That can be good or bad. In this case, we don't know. At the bottom of the deck, which is the overall energy of your environment, lots of work to be done, lots of things to be done, lots of busyness this week. So around you, don't be surprised if no matter what you are doing, you still can't seem to do enough and you can never catch up. With it. If that being the case, also make sure that you get your time management right. Make sure that you're not trying to do everything and finish everything all at once. This is a time where you just say, okay, I can't get it all done today. I will push it off to tomorrow and the next day and the next day until I get it done. Now, your energy for the week, I'm loving it. It's a Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is saying, you know what? With all the work, I'm going to slowly put it through, but I'm going to enjoy life a little bit too. So you're not going to, let's say, you're not going to overturn the apple cart. You're going to make sure that, again, you're looking at what makes you happy, how life can play, again, juxtaposition with the work and with the home life. This is a time where you're going to do an inventory to see what is happening in your life that you're happy about and what's working and what isn't working. This is a good time to have that inventory, a good time to say, hey, you know, is something missing? Or is there something I can bring into my life that might spice things up? Or do I have to jettison some things because it's too much? Again, this is a good time to do an inventory to see what makes you happy. The sun card's here. I love it because when the sun's card's out, it's telling you that there's excitement and freshness and newness and just you're in a great space. So this week, once you do that inventory and you make that alignment shift, so where again you're finding balance between all the aspects of your life and you're making sure that not one thing gets more priority over the other, then the sun card comes out because it's like, yes, you're where you need to be. I love this too. This is the Temperance card, which is also another balance card. So this is saying bringing your life back into balance. Again, I think it's because you had so much to do and you've had so much to do that you probably have been working too much and not paying enough attention to the household. But this is going to change this week. And again, it's going to bring you balance. And it's additionally, it's going to nourish you. It's going to nourish you. It's going to help you to get a little bit of an energy boost because you know this is the right thing and you can't help but love the fact that your family loves you enough that they want you around more. And that makes you invigorated. You know, some families are like, can you take a little more time at work? Because, no, that's not the case here. For you, it's definitely the case that they want to be around you. So embrace that. You also have a Nine of Pentacles, and that Nine of Pentacles is a lovely card because remember, on the one side is the Nine of Cups, and then this is the Nine of Pentacles. So this is just saying that the universe is delivering to you something that you've been wanting. And that's, if you look here, that's that little bird on the shoulder. The universe is delivering. The universe has evaluated your situation. They felt they knew what you needed. And then they decided to go ahead and do that, which again goes back to why it's the happiness. Okay. And this is something newer. This is something newer to you because you haven't, and because the sun card is here. So it is something newer to you, something that you have not done before or had before. So this could be a new project. It could be a new opportunity. It could be a job. It could be it even could be a new business, your own business. There are many different ways to read this, but the most important thing is you're taking that leap. The Magician card is here, so it's up to you to take advantage of the situation and use it to your fullest potential. Okay, remember that Master Manifestor's Magician. When you draw it in, and then once you draw it in, which is the manifestation, and then once it arrives, you maximize the benefit. You just work it to death. And then ultimately, it's going to lead you to some new money and new happiness and new abundance, because that's that ace. So there's going to be a transition here, a transition of an opportunity, a transition of you and opportunity. You're going to finally get acknowledgement for what you've been doing and how you've been putting things in. You did find a balance. You brought in some new energy, and in so doing, you got a new attention coming your way and new opportunities. So open up to it, embrace it, bring it in, and appreciate the fact that you're getting the acknowledgement you have earned and deserve. With that, I'd also ask for you to give me a little acknowledgement as well, and that's by hitting that share button and the subscribe. The subscribe is super important because it helps me to, again, grow my channel. If you are on Sonoran Mystic Tarot on YouTube, I'd ask you to go over to Your Love Goddess, which is Miss Bonnie's page, and strike the share and subscribe buttons over there. If you are on Your Love Goddess, then come over to my site, which is Sonoran Mystic Tarot. And in that channel, you can hit the subscribe and share as well. And then also add us to cards and constellations. And when you have those three locked up, you're going to have access to us anytime we go live, anytime we post something. You will receive a notice of it before everybody else gets it, and you can act accordingly. So with that said, I'm going to let you have an amazing week and get out of here so you can get doing something that's going to be more fun than this. So love, light, and blessings from me and Miss Bonnie and our families to you and your family. Until next week, love, light, and blessings. As I've already said, have a great week. Bye-bye.